They won't admit this to you because most people can't even admit it to themselves. But weakness isn't just something you're born with. It's something you feed. It's something you let slide. It's something you make excuses for, day after day, moment after moment, until it quietly takes control. And the worst part? You start to believe that this version of you, the soft, distracted, passive version, is who you've always been. But that's not the truth. That's just the mask weakness wears to stay alive. Here's the brutal truth. If you don't kill the weakness inside you, it will end up killing you. Not all at once, not in some dramatic collapse, but slowly, by stealing your discipline, clouding your clarity, draining your drive, and numbing your spirit. You'll find yourself seduced by distraction, obsessed with approval, controlled by impulse, and addicted to comfort. Then one day you'll look in the mirror and realize the fire you once carried has been replaced by smoke. You don't rise to meet your potential. You fall back into your patterns. Understand this now. Weakness isn't just a mindset or a feeling. It's a lifestyle. And most people are living it. They talk tough, but the second life pushes back, they fold. They plan big, but when the alarm rings, they hit snooze. They crave discipline, but won't put their phones down. They want strength, but avoid pain. That's what weakness looks like. And the only way to destroy it is to declare war. Not just once, not just today, but in every single moment you're awake. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, faced war, betrayal, plague, and grief. But you won't see whining in his meditations. No excuses, no self-pity, only self-directed commands. Don't be overheard complaining. Be tolerant with others, strict with yourself. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. These weren't motivational quotes. They were weapons, rituals for battle against his inner enemy. The part that craved ease, sympathy, and rest. He didn't write to impress the world. He wrote to master himself. That's the standard. That's the real battleground. Weakness is cunning. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It says, just rest. You earned it. Do it tomorrow. And if you believe it, it wins. Weakness doesn't need to defeat you in front of others. It only needs to make you retreat in private. That's where the real war is fought. Not on stages, not on timelines, but in those hidden corners of your mind where no one sees. That's where your true identity is decided. Not by what you post, but by what you do when no one's looking. You want strength? Then earn it. It doesn't come from talking about your goals. It comes from keeping your word. From pushing forward when your legs ache, your mind's loud, and nobody's clapping. Epictetus was born a slave and left crippled, but still he taught. A man's power lies in his response, not his conditions. Strength wasn't physical to him. It was spiritual. It was the power to say, this pain, this fear, this insult, it won't define me. Can you say that? Can you sit with pain and not become it? Because if you can't, weakness wins. Every time you skip a workout, scroll instead of study, run from discomfort instead of using it to grow, you lose ground. Weakness doesn't need you to crash and burn. It just needs you to stay stuck, numb, average. And you'll think it's normal. You'll think everyone lives like this. And they do, most of them. But you're not supposed to be most people. Not if you're here, not if you've even considered the idea of inner power. Seneca wrote, "Life is long, if you know how to use it. But weakness doesn't care about life. It just wants you distracted, comfortable, busy doing nothing, surrounded by people, but disconnected from your purpose. You can live like that for years and never notice you're dying inside. You'll smile, you'll function, but the fire will be gone. And one day, life will demand something of you. Strength, courage, clarity, and you won't have it. Because you've been feeding the wrong wolf. You think the pain of discipline is hard. Wait until you meet the pain of regret. That moment in the dark when you realize you gave up too soon, that you traded potential for pleasure, that you ran from the pain that was trying to mold you. That regret will haunt you, and unlike fear, you can't outrun regret. You carry it. It leaks into every choice, every relationship. And the worst part? It convinces you it's too late to change. That's the trap. And the only way through is ruthless self-confrontation. Look in the mirror and ask, where am I soft? Where am I lying to myself? Where am I pretending to be doing my best while playing it small? The weak avoid these questions. The strong face them, honestly, painfully, consistently. Because that's where change begins. Not in the gym, not in a quote, but in the decision to stop lying to yourself. To hold the line, especially when no one's watching. To kill the weakness inside you, you must build a savage bond with discomfort. You must learn to love what most people run from. Early mornings, cold air, heavy lifts, hard conversations, long silences, rejection, boredom. You have to face it all and not blink. Because these aren't punishments. They are tools. They carve you into something unshakable. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. And if it doesn't change you, it's keeping you stuck. So next time that voice says, slow down, skip the hard stuff, don't listen, that voice is weakness. And if you keep obeying it, it will rob you of everything you were meant to become. You weren't made to drift. You were built to rise, through pain, through discomfort, through discipline that never quits. The real fight isn't out there, it's in you. And it begins the moment you stop negotiating with your excuses. There's no secret, no shortcut, just the brutal decision to keep going when no one's watching, to keep sharpening yourself when staying soft would be easier. So kill the weakness, quietly, daily, without mercy, not for praise, not for attention, but because you owe it to yourself to become unshakable, and you will if you choose to rise.